Mr. President, dear colleagues, dear friends, this is truly a spectacular gathering of our political family. Remember, the strongest political family in Europe. Strongest in public support, strongest in positions, strongest in ideas, strongest in ideals. The European People's Party is today the political force most entrusted by the European citizens, and it will remain so in a month from now. Every EPP Congress has been a step forward in strengthening our cooperation, in establishing, reviewing, renewing all our major programs and policies. This Congress comes, as we all know, in the midst of an unprecedented global economic crisis, a crisis that will be a great test for our countries, our societies, our institutions, for the European Union itself. Like every challenge, this can also be an opportunity. Opportunity to evaluate our policies and to reaffirm one of the most valuable assets of the European endeavour, solidarity. Our capacity to act efficiently in coordination will, at the end of the day, demonstrate to the European citizens that the European project is relevant to their immediate concerns, their immediate problems. We are gathered here today to bring out our policies, our proposals, our responses to modern challenges. Our main focus is naturally on the economy. Our main concern, our main target, is to alleviate the consequences of the economic crisis on the peoples and their lives, and in particular of those less privileged. The EPP's long-standing policy for a responsible social market economy is today more timely probably than ever before. This is the only viable solution and the best response to the current crisis. The balance between the market and social responsibility is the essence of this vision, and is what actually distinguishes us from other ideologies. Balance between freedom of the individual and social responsibility, entrepreneurship and social cohesion. In this context, we need to use the market as a tool for creating wealth and prosperity, and then we need to distribute wealth in a productive and socially responsible way. Concerning the current situation, we should not lose track of our values and ultimate goals. We need to strengthen the rules of the game in order to avoid market collapses in the future. We ought to distribute the cost of managing the crisis in a fair way and protect those in need, small businesses, the pensioners, the young, the unemployed. More than ever, today the focus should be on jobs and growth, on investments in new fields and the green economy that is already stimulating jobs, on structural reforms that will improve both productivity and competitiveness. In my country, we are currently implementing a comprehensive and targeted action plan to address the consequences of the crisis. And at the same time, we are setting aside the future, keeping on with changes and reforms in the public sector of the economy, education, healthcare, reforms that will secure a good starting point ahead when the crisis is over. Dear friends, our main priority and target today is to consolidate public confidence to the effectiveness and the suitability of our economic model and our response to the crisis. Trust is the key word. Our citizens are called to choose who they can trust more in driving Europe and the world out of this crisis. We need to stress the emphasis that our party has always been attaching to the social dimension of the European project, to stress the core value that solidarity and social cohesion has always had in our concept and policies. But trust is not only about efficiency, it is also about frankness, directness, responsibility. We are frank with the people in presenting them fully with the whole spectrum of the situation and its gravity. And at the same time, we address the current crisis in a responsible manner. We do not, and we are certainly not determined to undermine our long-term prospects and prosperity in order to be temporarily pleasant to any of our voters. Dear friends, the European People's Party has influenced the historical development of Europe more than any other political force. It has actually been the pioneer of the European integration project, of the vision for a strong Europe and a common future for all Europeans, a future of progress and prosperity. Once more today, we are called to provide leadership. Leadership not only for proving our efficiency and solidarity in coming out of this crisis, but also for taking lessons in order to make Europe even stronger for the future. I am confident that in June, the European citizens will once more entrust the member parties of the EPP with this great responsibility. And they will do so as it is evident that our political family is the most reliable political force to fulfill their expectations. Thank you for your attention.